Hey anyone, I'm Hawk, and today I want to talk about 5 of the many upcoming games that you may not have heard of. I'm really excited for these 5, but they're in no particular order. Starting off at number 1, we have Cairn. Cairn is set to come out sometime this year, hopefully, and in it you play as a pro mountain climber named Ava, or Ava, I'm not too sure, but what I like most about it is that you not only have to worry about food and water and meds, but you also have to manage resources like climbing chalk and finger tape. There seems to be no traditional HUD, so to speak, and you have to gauge Ava's stamina based on how she's holding up, literally. Each limb has its own stamina, and when she gets tired, her arms and legs start to tremble to a concerning degree, and then eventually she'll slip. You could camp out on the side of the mountain, which people do in real life, and that's just insane to me. I'll never have the courage to climb a mountain like that in real life, so it'll be fun to live out that fantasy in this game. If you know of, or if you've played Jusant, Jusant, I'm not too sure how to pronounce that one, just think of it like that. Cairn is like that, but just a hardcore version of it. Next we have Octopus Goulash. Strange name, but it looks pretty cool. Now, it was hard for me to pick between this game or another cyberpunk life sim called Nivalis that's coming out, but this one won out just because I feel like more people may have heard of Nivalis. They also have another game set in the same world as Nivalis, so Octopus Goulash is set to hopefully come out this side of 2025, and it's set in a familiar dystopian cyberpunk future where life is somehow worse than it is in real life. The game oozes atmosphere, and it kind of has a more open-ended approach to storytelling. You can make your own story, you choose what your character is and does, and the world will naturally respond to you just living within it. Your choices will matter, and life will move on with or without you in this neon hellscape. It says you could work for a corporation, enforce the law, or break it. It kind of sounds like a cyberpunk Kenshi in a way, if you're familiar with Kenshi. I definitely recommend that game if you're not. But I always love these open-ended, immersive worlds, so this one went high on my list of anticipated games when I found it. It looks kind of rough, it's very indie, but I have a feeling it's either going to fall flat on its face or it's going to be really, really good. Moving away from cyberpunk dystopias, I'm really excited for the game Half Sword. This game is set to come out sometime this year, and it's had both a demo and a playtest available to anyone on Steam. You could still download both the demo and the playtest if you'd like. They're both different from each other because the demo came out first and that was an earlier build, the playtest came out later and it's a lot more refined. But Half Sword is at its core a fighting game. It has wonky and weird movements, and it's very physics-based, but what I love most about it is its realism with certain things. First off, the armor is fucking perfect, totally accurate and beautifully detailed. Armor also acts like armor should. Too often in games and movies, we see our heroes plunging a longsword into the chest of an enemy wearing full plate armor, and it just looks fucking stupid. In Half Sword, gambesons are tough, clothing is helpful, and steel will not be easily broken. The other thing I love about this game is its gore. Holy shit is it gory, and everyone in the game has increasingly detailed skeletons and a flesh system similar to what we saw in the Dead Space remake. There's layers to these onions, and it's downright diabolical when you peel those layers away. This game does not hold back. I gotta warn you about that if you're interested in this. Anything that I'm showing here will not come close to the gore that you could see in this game. I will never show its full gore on this channel for fear of getting nuked off the platform. It's violent. But it also has really, really terrifyingly accurate ragdolls, and NPCs react a little too realistically to pain. It's a gnarly game, and it's not for the faint of heart, but I'm totally here for it. And if that's your thing too, check this one out. Now for a much more pleasant experience with the next game I'm really excited for, called Earth of Oryn. Earth of Oryn is a city builder with some RTS sprinkled in, but it looks like the main focus is going to be on building rather than destroying. What caught me with this was first and foremost its low-poly, vibrant art style. The game just looks beautiful. It reminds me of some of those animated wallpapers for your phone that I've seen pop up online at times, and it's kind of just calming. Something about this game's art style is really relaxing to me, and I don't know why, but I love it. Oryn seems to be deeper than you'd expect, too. It promises the ability to run a kingdom as you see fit, creating your own politics, laws, and even culture. There's some cool engineering stuff they have in there, but I always love when these extra things play a role in a game of civilizations. What's the use in throwing bricks together and settling down if there's no unifying force to keep you all together? The building systems can seem pretty complex. The game seems to have a ton of systems you could use. You can prefab buildings, you could even create your own buildings from the ground up. But it has terrain manipulation and research to unlock. There's just a lot there. It looks like they're going pretty deeper than I thought with the lore, too. It just all around seems like a solid experience, and I really look forward to getting my hands on it sometime this year, I hope. And finally, last but not least, we have Tales of the Shire, a Lord of the Rings game. This game was an instant add to the wish list the moment I saw the title. A Lord of the Rings Hobbit simulator where your main focus is gathering, farming, fishing, and making food for feasts in your fully customizable hobbit hole? Take my money, please. Take the last of my money, please. This game is scheduled to come out on March 25th of this year, and both my wife and I are incredibly excited for this one. I just wish it was multiplayer so her and I could stream it together, because I feel like that'd be pretty cool. But I'm glad to bury my head in this Hobbit game to escape the crushing nightmare of life itself. I may not be able to afford eggs, but at least I could throw a party with my Hobbit friends in this cutesy small person simulator. But yeah, there's 5 games that are coming out sometime hopefully this year that I'm looking forward to. 5 games that you probably haven't heard of, and if you want to hear about more games that are coming up, then let me know down below. If you have heard of these ones, let me know if you're excited. Just in general, let us know what you think. Thanks for watching.
Hey, thanks for watching.
Give us a like if you enjoyed it, and dislike it if you didn't.
Let us know what you think about the channel.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Tell your mom.